welcome back to the Hoosier Squad. Welcome back to another video. And today's video, we got the welder running, so we'll just be welding the fenders for the go-kart together, just kind of tacking them together, because I'm still practicing, so I don't want to weld anything major. That would be very catastrophic if I welded wrong and it snapped apart as I was driving the go-kart. So we'll go ahead and just weld up these fenders, because they're a little something that's not as fatal if it fails. So I'll swap it over to our time lapse and get to welding. Yeah, it's going to be very, very fun. Alright, got the fender all welded up. Go easy on me, everyone. I'm still a beginner. Got a lot of popcorns all everywhere, but that's fine. I think it'll hold. Yeah, using about an entire stick there. Yeah. I think I'm doing all right for a beginner. I don't know for sure. I guess that's only something you guys can let me know. You experienced ones, that is. Please no 12-year-olds let me know if I'm good or not. But yeah, it's all through there. They're decent welds. A lot better than I was doing yesterday. Which yesterday was literally my first day. It's my second time welding ever. So I only can learn with time, and only can get better through practice. Seems like they'll hold up though, so. Now we just gotta move on to the second one over here. Get it at least tack welded. That's kind of what this is right now. I got a big weld kind of through here, but the other two on the side just kind of tacks. So I can get this pressure down all the way. So this side should be a little easier because it's a little more aligned with the other one, so we won't have as big as an issue trying to weld it through. And yep, I guess the next one's starting now. Second one definitely got more of like a solid bead through here. Still got a little popcorns every here and there, but like I said, still learning. So we had definitely more solid thick welds. So this is what I want for the go-karts. Have like these big thick welds that'll hold everything together. So this one, I think it's all solid up. So I guess I'll give it a good old-fashioned redneck test. I'll punch it once and then we'll see if it'll hold together. Yep, I'd say it's gonna hold together. Other person in the shop here with me is dying laughing right now. But yep, it's a pretty solid first weld. So I guess now I'll just go ahead and get these clamped down, fill it all in, and I'll come back to you guys when that's all. Got all this welded in right through here. Some more solid welds, but a few other bad ones. Still, again, beginner. It's had time to cool. Like shooting this like about 10 minutes after I've done it, so it's had time to cool. It's not hot anymore. You can touch it. So there's definitely some solid welds in there, but there are definitely some not solid welds in there. So it's probably good that I'm still doing it on stuff that's not as vital to the survival of the go-kart. So some slag on there I need to get off. So definitely haven't gotten a solid bead other than kind of right here yet. Right through here. And there's one right there, the rest of them are terrible. But now what we're working on is getting a kind of like a hitch and like bumper setup. So it's mainly because I feel like this piece of metal is so plain on how it's set. If I just put, because we were thinking about just putting this on the rear and then calling it a day, but I don't like that at all. So maybe that right there. The hitch will go back farther into the piece of metal when it's on the actual go-kart. You guys have been upside down this entire time. So, wire wheel this off right here, and then then we'll be ready to weld this all together. So we just got to wire wheel the bottom of this. I don't actually know if I'm going to weld this on or make it a bolt-on. I mean, a bolt-on would be nice. So we'll just wire wheel this for now, and then we will go ahead and figure out what we're doing with this one. So yeah, let's move the stuff over there. Clearly that was that's a lot better than it was. No, it's pretty clean, should be able to weld on it now. So there's that. This is already pretty well cleaned off, it's fresh metal. A lot of the metal that we have here, I am gonna have to polish every time I want to use it to weld on something, because all of it is just old and rusty, but some of it's pretty cool. So I think we might just found another piece that we're going to weld on there. That looks awesome, actually. That looks really awesome. So we'll definitely do that. Yeah, I guess I'll get my gear on and stick you on another time lapse. I'll polish this up so it's ready. And yeah. Alright, so we got our rear bumper put all together. So we're going to put a horseshoe right here. This is going to be the main bumper piece. That's going to hold the hitch on, along with this crossbar to kind of keep a little extra protection from the actual part itself. So I'm going to throw you on the tripod over here, start the welder, run time lapse, all that good stuff, so I don't waste your time, because that's the last thing I like to do here. And, yep, see you all on the time lapse. Got the bottom railing all welded up. Another thing is still very hot to touch, so going to weld all along there. Like I said, still in practice. There are the other ones. I did. All right down here, got a few popcorns over here and there, but. I'm definitely doing better at getting thicker welds. Oh, I welded this up. The sniper down there. That's right, I'm a tombstone boy. So yeah, that's all welded up, put together. This is the rear bumper. All we gotta do really next is just put the horseshoe on, but that's not gonna go on immediately. So probably what we put on next is probably the trailer hitch. See if it holds. Whoa. A person that actually welds decent to weld it hold. My friend Trevor. Yep, there that goes. He welded that up. Well, I guess that's off now. Yep, this is gonna hold up probably really well. While my welds don't look pretty, they are definitely durable. As you can see, I'm just able to punch this because the gloves are pretty thick. So. You definitely gotta get this straightened out though. I think it warped a little bit when I was welding. From the back, yep. See, right, if you look at the line through here, you can see it warped right through there. So it's alright. Like I said, I'll get better as time goes along. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let me know if there's anything else that you think I should add on to the go-kart that's already going on. So, what we figured is we had to figure out some way that we could put a bed on here, still mount the transaxle. So we found this old floorboard piece that's from a hog house. Put that up at the top. That still allows us to use the lever switch, which is my switch I made, which I think is pretty cool. So that will allow us to use that from the cabin, which won't be that far off of it, so that would be nice. Then what we figured we'd do, so that way we don't have all this extra slack down here, is we're gonna go ahead and once we get the stuff all mounted up, we're going to put 2 holes in the back, center, and front, 2 sets of 2. So 12 bolts in total, and they're gonna go in between each area where we're gonna weld on top. So that'll make it nice and strong and stable through anything that we put it through. And then we'll have to figure out some way to mount the wagon tub, but we might just mount the seat first and then run the go-kart if it's ready to run, but the wagon tub isn't mounted yet. So this is gonna be the last thing to go on. So, like I said there, we'll be doing that in the future. Oh, yeah. My thumb was in front of the camera. My shock helper pulled it up. Thank you. So, we'll cut these parts down as we need to. We need to get a chop saw blade first. But once we do, this go-kart will certainly be moving along a lot faster now that we can weld. So that's about where we're at with all the stuff that's actually going to drive the go-kart. But if you want to see future updates on this build and want to be here for when it's complete and done, like I said before, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one, but until then, please remember, who's your squad?